She like, why you put that whole paint in a 2-liter? Beat that bitch from the back in my fucking wife beater. Peanut butter seats and that bitch 5-seater. Sunroof and that bitch come with hella features. Loud pipe sound like some kind of creature. Back in high school, I had more money than my.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Flylifegreg, and I'm back with another freaking video. I know y'all been wondering like where I've been at. It's just been a long, crazy journey. As you can see, I'm in the boot, so you already know something must have happened. All right, let's get right into it. So basically, on, let me think, August the 10th, 2021, probably like two months ago now, I was riding my Gsxr 600 to work. Around 8:30 in the morning, I was on my way to work, you know, feeling the breeze. It felt nice outside. I literally was probably like 2 lights away from my house. I was going through the light. As I went through the light, a car came out the side street. I think she was coming from Panera Bread or something like that. Came out the side street, and we just collided. Y'all just don't understand. I was literally blacking in and out the whole way to the hospital. I tried not to hit her. I tried to avoid the actual car, so I slammed on both brakes. But of course, once you're going like 40 miles per hour or even, you know, any speed, your bike is going to lock up if you're just trying to hit the brakes. You know, I didn't get time to shift down or anything like that, and we just collided. I literally woke up in the medic when I was getting transported to the hospital. I didn't feel no pain or anything like that. All I know, they was cutting my clothes off. I didn't know what to do. I was just making sure they called my mother and my girlfriend. That's all I was worried about, making sure they know that I was good. I didn't care about the bike or nothing like that. I just wanted to let them know that I was good. I did have some passerby stop past, make sure nobody ran me over and stuff like that. But like I was saying, so once we collided, I smacked that person's car, and then me and the motorcycle both got pushed into another vehicle in a separate lane, which I also hit. Which I don't know if I was still, of course I was not, I guess I had blacked out at that time already because I don't remember anything. All I remember is the car pulling out in front of me and that's colliding. After that, I was on my way to the hospital. They're like, yeah, it looks like you got a broken ankle on both sides. And both of my wrists were actually broke at the time. Boy, that was my first time ever, let me tell you, ever breaking a bone. And I guess my adrenaline was pumping so much, I didn't feel anything. Once I got to the hospital, my job actually ended up sending some people up there to check on me. They said my ankle was very, 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 very swollen and was twisted the other way. Of course, while being COVID season, well, Corona season, you know, COVID-19 and stuff like that, you had to take a COVID test. Boy, was I scared, let me tell you. I want nothing going on my nose, to be honest, but I took it. It wasn't that bad as I thought, but guess what? I had to take it because I had to have surgery. So I ended up having surgery on my left wrist because they said there was a bone in there that was broken in 3 different places, and they had to get a screw placed in there so the bone could connect again. I'll put pictures of all this stuff up. I'll let you see how the bone looked before and how the bone looked now. I think I still have the pictures of the bone before, but I definitely have it with the pictures of the bone now. I'll show you the scar and everything. I'll post pictures of all my scars. I'll post pictures of when I get home, everything like that. I'll make sure you see everything. The right wrist was broken, but it did not need surgery. It wasn't broken that bad where it had to be cut on or anything like that. So this one is healing fine. This one, I'll show you a close up. I know you cannot see, but has a long line like there. He promised me, the Dr. Ngari, promised me that he would not mess up my tattoos, which he didn't. So shout out to him. Once I had the surgery on my ankle, I had that the day of, because it was so severe that I had to go right in that day and actually do the surgery. So I'm gonna show you on my right foot so you can actually see, so you can't see the boot. The bone right here and the bone on the outside both had multiple broken bones on each side. Said they wanted to try to correct as many bones as possible before it got any worse, or I was just laying around getting put on medicine and the pain, just trying to take the pain out of my adrenaline wore off. So currently I'm still unable to walk on this leg. I am starting therapy, but it's gonna be a lot trying to get back to normal. So I was in the hospital for probably, let me see, I went in there on August 10th. I think that was a Tuesday, and didn't leave out of there until August the 13th, which was Friday the 13th. It was a crazy storm and everything. My family and friends, they showed me much support, I swear. My girlfriend, shout out to her, she was there ever since the situation happened. Like, as soon as she got the call that morning, she was there. She rushed to the hospital. She was there for me every day. I know she had to go to work and all that, so I wasn't even worried about her, staying with me. But she stayed with me for the first couple of days. And then I told her, I know she got to work, so I understand. My parents were there for me. Everybody was there. But just want to know, let everybody know that the bike, the Gsxr 600, my black edition, is total, completely gone. Yeah, I know it was 2020. I think I had probably 1,100 miles on it at the time. It's total. Like, luckily I survived it. Luckily I had my helmet on. I was not wearing a jacket at the time, but luckily I suffered no brain damage, no neck injuries, none of that. I'm just glad to be alive, to be honest. I was feeling some type of chest pain. I guess it was just pain from the actual collision with me, hitting the ground and stuff like that. The recovery process is definitely, it was hard, because after surgery, they put me in like this ace band type of thing where they just wrapped it up. It was like a hard cast, but it really wasn't a hard cast. It was like a splint. I'm gonna go with a splint. I don't know, but they had wrapped it up, and I could barely move. It was bigger than this. It's wide. It was just thick like that. Couldn't do nothing. It always got dirty. You couldn't take your foot out. You couldn't unwrap it or anything like that. That was the first step right after that. I think probably after 2 weeks after that, I went back to the doctors. They cut it off. Then they put me in a hard cast. The hard cast, it was much slimmer. I think I got a couple pictures of that. It was much slimmer. I actually got it in red. I thought red would look cool, but then I didn't know they was gonna show like the wrap underneath, so that was white. So red on top of white, I'm out here looking like damn Santa Claus. It wasn't even Christmas time. Maybe I should have got that maybe in like December. It was more like September, October. I should have got orange for that going Halloween time. But luckily, that was only on there for probably, I think, another 2 weeks. Then they gave me this boot. I got the boot. They wanted me to get used to it. Get used to just having the boot on my leg, something else that has this little curve on it. Unfortunately, at that time, I still had open incision on both sides of my leg. The boot was actually rubbing against the incision and irritating it, which caused the incisions to open back up on both sides. So at the time, I had literally my incisions possibly getting infected because it was open and stuff was rubbing against it. So I had like pus and all just nasty stuff coming out of it, which, I started going crazy. Like, what is going on? So I called my doctor. He told me to take off the boot and just let it, air breathe. After that, it started healing up. I didn't get put in this boot until probably, I'm gonna say 1 week ago, which is probably October 11th is the first day that I got put in the boot. That I was actually told to wear the boot. October 13th is the day that I started physical therapy. So now they have me actually walking on my leg that, was broken, my ankle that was broken. It still hurts. It definitely still, going to take a lot of getting used to. I never broke a leg. I never broke any bones. So even putting weight on here, they want me to, see how much I can do. And it's just painful, but I'm gonna get through it. Ain't nothing that, that can't be done. So luckily we gonna get through this. Will I continue to ride? So me personally, I do want to ride again, but I have promised my girlfriend, promised my parents, promised my mother. My dad wants me to ride, but promised my mother and my girlfriend that I will not ride again. But my girlfriend supports literally everything that I do. So if I do decide to ride, I will not be riding solo anymore. No, solo no more. Because I feel like people not looking for motorcycles, but if you riding with, you know, multiple people, at least 2 or shoot 3, 4, that's even better. They'll see you, they'll hear you. So if I was to ride again in the future, once I heal up, I'm definitely would not ride solo no more. I might even get a Can-Am, a 3-wheel, you know, the 3-wheel. But if I was to get a 2-wheel, I'm never riding again solo. Even if I get a Can-Am, I'm never riding solo. So that's how I'm feeling. To be honest, I just want everyone to be safe out there riding. I know some areas, like my area, Maryland, it's becoming fall, so it's getting a little cold out there. But I still see bikes out there. Every bike I see makes me want to get back out there. But luckily, I just want everybody to just be safe when they're out there. Just watching for other cars. Like they said, it's not always us that's riding crazy. It's the other cars and people that don't see you. But if it, you know, just if you are riding out, just please, please, please be safe. I could have lost my life, but luckily I'm still here to tell my story. So I just wanted to inform everybody on where I was and where I've been for the last, 2 months. I think I posted a video probably 2 months ago. Just wanted to update you guys on what was going on and where I've been. So please just stick with me. Just let me know what kind of content you want to see. If you just want to see my process on how I'm progressing with my injuries and stuff like that, I'll keep you guys updated. But just please be safe out there. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Loud pipe sounding like some kind of creature. Back in high school, I had more money than my